the Ford Mustang. I went to a local monthly car show that raises money for the Bear Cottage and Cure Brain Cancer charities. The event is called Machines and Macchiatos. People bring along their vehicles, mainly older cars, but occasionally you see some newer models. What I can guarantee is that there will always be some old Mustangs. We had the latest model, which has that glorious style that pays homage to their first model that filled the dreams of so many people. Our Black Beast had a throbbing 5-litre V8, powerful engine, 339 kilowatts, 556 newton metres. Now that's from a non-turbo petrol engine, albeit a big one, but that's still pretty good. And of course, a great sound. Did I play that before? Twice won't hurt. Inside looks modern. Most of the levers and switches are reachable. There is a lot of controls on the steering wheel. The windscreen washers cover the screen comprehensively. And there's mood lighting, including the door handles and illumination of the cup holders. You can choose driving modes such as comfort, normal, sport, race and drag, but you can also set the steering options separately, normal, sport and race. And the dashboard display, the cluster, in front of the driver has 3 options. Normal is a standard 2-dial arrangement. The sport mode has an asymmetric layout with a round speedo dial on the right and the tacho bar graph shaped like a hockey stick, ending up across the top of the cluster. But race mode aims for simplicity, just a bar graph for the revs across the top and big digital numbers for your speed and the gear you are in from the 10-speed automatic. Yes, 10. There's something technically wonderful about going down the highway and seeing that you are in 10th gear. The Mustang was crash tested in 2017 and only has a 3-star rating, which is dragged down in part by things like no seatbelt reminders for the back seat passengers. It is rated at 12.7 litres per 100 kilometre fuel consumption. It drives with a purposeful aggression and steers well, with a light feel in comfort mode and a heavier, sharper feel in race mode. And it's got a great sound, which I think I mentioned. Of course, you are always glad to be seen in it. At the car show, I spoke to Scott, who had brought along his 1965 Mustang Coupe. His dials were all analogue. I asked him if he always wanted one. He did, but he needed more than his own passion in order to buy it.
It was a want for a long time. It was a convince that I should get one. And then, all I had to do was claim midlife crisis and no depreciation of value in the long term. Only one of those is true, maybe.
Did you fall in love with them when you were a young lad?
Yeah, always had the soft spot. And I always liked the idea of a left-hand drive in Australia just for the hell of it. It's nice. One thing I have a drama with modern vehicles is they seem to tell me what to do all the time. That bothers me. It's I can get that at home. I don't need to get in a vehicle and have someone do that as well.
I got up this morning, went to the car, backed it out of the driveway, and it's a lovely car to have in the driveway. When you get out in the morning and look at it, you feel good. But I then got out of the car while it was still running to shut the gates, and early in the morning it tooted at me, which I didn't want the neighbours to be disturbed or anything. It was saying you were walking.
Proximity.
Yes.
Yeah. My wife does that as well, and you sort of go, I get it, I understand it, but I'm still being told what to do by a bloody machine.
So the 4-cylinder turbo Mustang is $50,000, the V8 GT is $62,300, and the Bullet version is nearly $75,000. To each you have to add on-road costs. A great bang for your buck in looks and performance. The Ford Mustang. I loved it when I was young, and I'm pretty impressed with it now.